The donut mum got her name because she regularly feeds her young children donuts for breakfast. Disgusting. She started doing this when her youngest child was only 1 year old. And believe you me, I wouldn't only be making this video if that was the only problem with this person. It's not just the fact that she feeds her children and she has three of them donuts for breakfast. Oh no, that's the least of the worries that we're going to cover. She also has 5 rabbits, a rat, a dog, hundreds of flies, and maggots. So there's a lot to unpack in this video. Her videos are not exactly thrilling or entertaining because she rarely actually says anything in the videos. She never seems to smile or laugh or seem to have any fun in the videos either. But believe you me, she gets millions of views. And in my opinion, it is because people are so shocked at what she feeds these poor children. And I'm trying to get to 3,000 subscribers by the end of September. So if you could subscribe, please, I would be eternally grateful because it really does help my channel. Thank you. To say, I just don't understand some parents. I mean, I was always brought up to sit on a chair at a table and eat my food because that's where food was eaten. It wasn't on a trampoline or on the sofa. I mean, obviously, if we didn't have a table and chairs, then we would sit on the sofa and eat it, but we wouldn't be surrounded by toys and electronic devices. And one good thing is, at least at this point, Alex has covered her 1 year old daughter's face. But normally, I don't say anything about people's bodies because, everyone's body's their body. But I have to say that she is quite obese, and what she is feeding her children on is a very bad diet, which could lead to those children being hyperactive to a very high degree, to have diabetes, and to become obese, which is not really what you're supposed to do as a mother. I mean, if she's got time to set up and make all these TikTok videos, and believe me, she makes hundreds of them, not just about her cooking food either, she does TikTok shop hauls, and she's always making videos about all the things that she's bought on TikTok with all the money that she's been paid from her videos. So it's not like she goes to work, and it's not like she hasn't got time to actually make food. Cereal for a 1 year old, you can give them. In the UK, we had things like Weetabix, Shreddies, and oatmeal or Ready Break. And all you do is add a little bit of hot water and some milk and a little touch of sugar and mix it up, and that is perfectly suitable and more nutritious for a 1 year old. Or even jar food is going to be better than those disgusting looking donuts that she's feeding that poor little girl.
Did you just pause and make it off TikTok?
No.
Okay. What's the video? TikTok 1 minute.
giving the children sugared donuts and go-gurts every single morning is the height of laziness. And we can see in the videos that she gets quite out of breath just doing that. And that is another thing that can happen if you are overweight. So you would think that she wouldn't want to put her children in that position realistically if she was a loving parent who actually cared one iota about these children, in my opinion. This next video has actually got 90 million views on TikTok. So she is making a pretty penny. So it's not like she can't afford to do things properly and buy proper food. Now, what she's making next leaves a lot to be desired, and we'll go through why at the end of it. It looks like she's making some kind of meatloaf there. So she puts seasoning in it, which is good, and she puts ketchup in it to make the glaze, which is good. A lot of people use ketchup and Worcester sauce, but each to their own. But only 2 eggs to bind all of that mince together. It looked like a lot of mince there, at least a couple of kilos. So I would have at least used 4 eggs to make it moist and bind together properly. So that's the first thing. And the second thing is she's doing it with her bare hands, which, as long as she's cleaned them, is good. But when we see other parts of this video, I want you to think about the fact of whether she washed her hands, because when you see the state of the rest of her house, you may think to yourself that maybe she didn't wash her hands. And we are going to watch another video, and in it, one of her press-on nails falls off into the food. Ugh.
Frozen mince beef, you can't. Her nail from her pinky fell in the frickin' bowl. I mean, we were off to a bad start with the frozen mince beef, but now we're off. Oh, lovely. Nice. There's a nail in there somewhere.
If that was supposed to be spaghetti bolognese, then what happened to the garlic, the onions, any kind of peppers? I'm wondering if this person has an aversion against vegetables. I mean, even if she doesn't like them, you would think that she would give her children something nutritious, wouldn't you?
Let's play dinner. Tonight for dinner we got mac and cheese and we have hot dogs. Cut up, so I am cutting the hot dogs up. I have buns, but all of them want it cut up and put in their mac and cheese, so. It's okay. 8-year-old's plate, 6-year-old's plate, 3-year-old's plate. Have a good night.
The most exhilarating part of that is her tossing the plates onto the disgusting, dirty counter there. That's the most entertaining bit. And that has got to be one of the laziest dinners ever. Frozen mac and cheese and hot dogs, and still no vegetables. I could make an excuse and defend Alexandra if she actually went to work in a full-time job, but she doesn't. She stays at home all day doing TikTok videos. So, in my opinion, she has got no excuse at all.
Mom shows her house littered with random poo. Her house is such a health hazard. And don't even try to deny it, Alex. There are some that may look like rabbit food, but the small black ones are 100% poo. You can literally see a fly going towards the poo in this zoom in. She tried to say that her bunnies were litter trained, but obviously not if there's shit all over your floors. The same flies then crawling all over her kitchen and dishes. Oh my fucking god. Poo and food all over the place. Alex has created the perfect environment to breed flies. I am speechless. It's disturbing that this is the childhood her kids get. Children deserve to live in a house without flies and filth. This is not normal. This is not okay.
Alex's house is an absolute pigsty. Not only is there rabbit feces all over the floor, I would imagine that her children are walking around in that and then going to school like that. And they probably don't have very many friends, because who wants to be friends with the stinky child? Because I know when I went to school, nobody did, and I'm sure times haven't changed at all in that regard. So she doesn't care about that either. As I said earlier, they have 5 rabbits, and allegedly they are all running around in Alexis' bedroom. I mean, who has rabbits in an indoor environment? I mean, I could understand one maybe, but 5? That is absolutely ridiculous. I would never have a rabbit if I didn't have an outside area. And when my children were small, we did have a rabbit, but then we had a fuck off huge garden for it to run around in as well. And we had a dog, and I can assure you that even though I worked full time, my house never ever looked like hers. And I had more children than she's got, but luckily less pets, because I obviously have a few more working brain cells, and she's got a rat. Gross, but anyway, each to their own.
Everything else going on the topic of Donut Mom's cooking has been on the back burner. But everything in her house of horrors is connected. She is still cooking in her maggots-filled kitchen.
Oh my God, that was absolutely gross. Those were live maggots running around on that cutlery.
How she cooks this meat. I'm scared and speechless.
Bruh.
The amount of seasoning and the blood still in the pork chop tray, and the 4 flies zooming around. All bubbly and need an ambulance. Why?
She should definitely have put some oil into that pan before she put those pork chops in there, and then that poor family wouldn't be eating the Teflon off of the pan as well as the pork.
Why? 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 We must stop supporting these bad moms who are banking on not even doing the bare minimum. There should be a standard of cleanliness
That kitchen is absolutely abhorrent. It looks like it needs a damn good clean, and it's obviously not something that she does every single day like normal people do. And to be honest, she's got a dishwasher. So what fucking excuse is there for her? Tell me that.
House is normal, and I will show it to you. My kitchen. Clutter. That's it. Clutter. Clean dishes. These are the dirty dishes. Those are clutter, not filth. Clutter. 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 My daughter's room has toys in it. This is my youngest daughter's room. Clutter, I know, is another word for dirty. Please lay off.
That is not just clutter, it is pure, unadulterated laziness. And what are you teaching your children? You are supposed to set an example of being a good parent and teaching them how a house should be kept clean and well run. Yes, children make mess. But when my children were younger, I cleaned up after them when they went to bed every single day of the week, even after I had been to work, because I was trying to set a good example, and it worked out pretty well on the whole with my children. They do clean, they do keep their houses relatively tidy. There is one that's not as good as the others, but hey ho, at least she tries. But what example is Alexandra setting? Realistically, a disgusting one, a lazy one where you are going to become obese, have major health problems, and possibly die a lot younger than you should do because of the shit example. And I know people are going to come for me about this video. Well, at the end of the day, bring it on. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, and whether you like it or not, that's mine on this video. And the next video I'm going to make, I've got even more to say about the woman in that video, and she's called the 32 Pizzas Mum. So I look forward to seeing you on that video and listening to your comments, because that one's coming out next. If you've enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye for now.